Is this set of ordered pairs a function? Let's figure this out. Now remember back to previous classes. How did you decide if something was a function or not? That's right, the vertical line test. So you looked at the graph and you used the vertical line test. Now remember, we can graph this function. Let's graph it. Let's see, our inputs the x-coordinates, let's see, we got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. So we got 1, 2, and 3. And our outputs, let's see, those are the y-coordinates. It looks like we have 1, 2, and 3 as well. All right, so the first ordered pair is 1, 1. I'll draw the ordered pairs in red. We have 1, 1. We have 2, 3. And we have 3, 1, and 3, 2. So does this graph pass the vertical line test? No. It is possible to draw a vertical line somewhere that crosses through the graph more than once. That happens right there. So because it doesn't pass the vertical line test, no pass vertical line test, that tells us that not a function. It's not a function. Now look what else is happening. How can we relate the vertical line test with our graph back to our set of ordered pairs? Look what happens. There's a repeated first coordinate. This is no mistake, right? Do you see how the 3 is a repeated first coordinate? It's a repeated first coordinate. And so if you have a set of ordered pairs, and each one of the ordered pairs is different, but there is a repeated first coordinate, then you know it's not a function. Because if you were to graph it, then you would come up with the first coordinate. You would come up with something that doesn't pass the vertical line test. Now there's an important point to make here, and that is that, take for instance, if we had another function, let me name it g. Let's say g was 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. If we were to graph g, let me graph g in green, we'd have 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. You see that g is actually a function. It passes the vertical line test. But remember, you could get yourself into trouble by repeating one of these coordinates. So let me write 3, 3 again. Is this a function? Well, if you just use this criteria over here that we've just developed, repeated first coordinate, you'd say no. But there's a catch. And the catch is that, remember, in sets, repeats are counted as 1. So g would be, so even though we wrote g as 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, really it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then it does satisfy our criteria of no repeated first coordinates. And so therefore, it is a function. Now, if this repeated first coordinate thing is confusing you, then don't worry about it. Let's just pretend that I never said anything about that. All you really have to do is graph the thing. graph the thing and see if it passes the vertical line test. If it's a set of ordered pairs, graph the ordered pairs and see if they pass the vertical line test.